Hi, welcome to VR Interphysics channel. If you like the video, like it, share it and subscribe the channel for next upcoming videos. Today's topic is Coulomb's law in electric charges and fields. Hi, today we are going to discussing topic about Coulomb's law. In our previous session, already we discussed about the electric charge in the chapter of electric charges and fields. So we discussed about the what is the charge and what are the types are there, positive charge, negative charge, and how the substances are divided as two types, conductors, insulators. By those all we discussed about already. So here how the charge will be generates in a object, three methods are there. So by the rubbing of the object, or by contacting two objects with each to each other, or by the induction of the object, the charge will be generated in the one object. So here what is the Coulomb's law? So how what it will be represents the Coulomb's law. Here Coulomb given the force which is, there is a repulsion force, already we know like charges will be repulse and unlike charges will be attracts. So how much repulsion force or the attraction force will be there between the 2 point charges. So here Coulomb's given the statement how much of the force will be acts between the two charges, that is also point charges. So he given the acting of force between 2 point charges. So here first of all we have to know the point charge. So what is the point charge? So if the linear size of the charges is very small, then those are separated with distance, then the size of the charge will be negligible. So that type of charges is called as a point charges. So here once again, what is the point charge? If charges of the size will be very less than to the when the charges will be separated within the distance. So if you take just a charge is the 2 coulombs, and here we are taking the 2 coulombs charges of 2 and those are separated the 100 meters. So here the distance is the 100 meters between the two charges and charge value is the only 2 coulombs. Then what is happens? 2 is the very less value to the 100 distance, 100 meters. So that's why this type of charge is called as a point charge. So here he given the force how it will be act between the 2 point charges. So for this one he did the so many activities. First of all he observed the charges when he taken the 2 spheres, metallic spheres, and he taken one is a charged metallic sphere and second one take near to the first sphere. Then what happens? By contacting the charge will be goes to the second sphere also. So how much of the charge will be caused? Actually he didn't know how much of the charge is there in the sphere of A, assumed as a sphere and the B sphere. So he taken as a charge Q and he observed when B touches to the first sphere of the A, then he observed when it goes to the equilibrium, till that the points the metallic space both will be charged. So it means it will be gets the Q by 2 charges. So actually the A sphere charge is the Q. When B sphere contact with the A, the charges will be distributed to the sphere B also. So how much time it will be distributed means when both spheres goes to the equilibrium. So it means both will be gets the Q by 2 charges. Now he separated these 2 charges. So it means he separated the 2 spheres within the some distance called as a R. So here Q by 2, here also it has the Q by 2. And he separated within the distance, and here he taken the distance is the very large than to the Q by 2 value. And he observed how the force is there. And in the same way, here he taken another more 2 spheres and he added that one for these 2. Then he got Q by 4 charges of the bodies, and remaining he taken as a C, D, and he is separated within the distance same R. So he fixed the distance between the both 2. So in the first case also distance is the r. In the second case also distance is the r. But what is the change here? Here charge is the q by 2. But here charge is the q by 4. So he changed the charges and observed the how force is there between these two spheres. And after that, his remaining until he kept the two charges q by 2, q by 2. But he changes the distances. And here also he taken the q by 4 charges, but he changed the distances. So like this all activities he did done, and finally he concluded that given the statements as Coulomb's law. So here the spelling of COULOMB apostrophe S law. So here what is the Coulomb's law? What he given the statement? So Coulomb's law given the statement as the force which is acting between the 2 point charges, the force which is acting between the 2 point charges is directly proportional to the product of magnitude of 2 point charges. So it is directly proportional to the product of the magnitude of 2 point charges. So here he given the equation, mathematical equation F, force is directly proportional to the product of, so product means into, already we know, product of magnitude means mod point charges. So we have to take the Q1, Q2. So this is the first statement. Force is directly proportional to the product of the magnitude of the 2 point charges. So this is the first statement. And second he given at the same time force depend upon the distances which is separated by the point charges. So here how it will be there? What is the relation? Force is inversely proportional to the square root of the distance between the 2 point charges. So here what is the distance? R. So that's why here F is inversely proportional to the square root of the distance. So it means F is proportional to the 1 by r square. So this is the second equation. So when you are adding these two equations, you will be get F is proportional to Q1 Q2 mod by r square. This is the Coulomb's law statement. So once again repeating, the force which is acting between 2 point charges, it will be directly proportional to the product of the magnitude of 2 point charges, and it is inversely proportional to the square root of the distance between 2 point charges. So here this is the Coulomb's law. And now here when you are adding the proportionality, when you are writing the is equals, then you will be get the one constant, that constant is the k. So here k into q1 q2 by r square. So here what is this k? K is the permittivity of the medium. So here what is the value of this k is 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12 Coulomb square, Newton to the power of minus 1, meter to the power of minus 2. So that is the value for the k, permittivity. The value of the k 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12 Coulomb square, Newton to the power of minus 1 and the meter to the power of minus 2. And here he taken the q1 is equals 1 Coulomb and q2 is equals 1 Coulomb, and he separated within the distance of 1 meter, and he observed the force how much will be there. So then he got F is equals 9 into 10 to the power of 9 newtons. So here this is the force will be acts between the 2 point charges which are separated within the distance of 1 meter for the 1 Coulomb charges. So what is the force? 9 into 10 to the power of 9 newtons. So here this is about the force, and at the same time he given the vector position also. Why? Because vector, why he given the vector form means here F force is the vector, it's not the scalar. So that's why he given the vector form of the force equation also. So here what is that? F12. So it means force acting like that. 1, 2 means Q1, Q2. It represents the Q1, Q2. So force acting on the charge Q1 by the Q2. So that is the meaning of F12. So here it is equal to the 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1, Q2, mod is not necessary, and R12 square into R12 cap. So here R12 cap represents the vector form. So this is the vector form for the force. So what is the force here? Final equation F is equals, here we have to write the 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 by R square. So here this is the Coulomb's statement in the normal. F is equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. And vector form is the 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught mod Q1 Q2 by R12 square into R12 cap. So this is about the Coulomb's law. And in our next session we will discuss about, here we are taking the only two charges Q1 Q2. When you are taking the multiple charges Q1 Q2 Q3 Q4 like that. So here how the final force will be there. So we have to discuss about that force between the multiple charges. Thank you for watching my video. If you like the video, like it, share it and subscribe the channel. If you have any doubts, give the comments in the comment section.